Yo, people, and welcome to Through a Different Lens podcast. I'm your co-host, Joe.
I'm Deji.
And I'm Jacob.
How we doing, my guys? Everyone good?
Blessed and highly favoured. We've had a good conversation off camera, so we're ready to go.
The way he went like this, I thought he was going to say no. I thought he was going to continue that conversation.
No. We'll be all right.
Nah, we're charged, man. We're charged. Let's go.
Yeah. Are you saying straight NFL?
Straight NFL.
Let's go. Oh, obviously, you didn't back your team, did you?
No, I didn't back my team. I'll tell you why I didn't back my team.
Go on.
Detroit Lions are known for putting up numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought anything over 42 will do us. And I thought Lions would be the team to put up over 42. Because they've been scoring on teams like crazy. And I know our defense ain't been the best as well. Because we also we have a leaky defense as well. But, you know.
Superman put his cape on.
He really did.
He put his cape on.
Clark Kent took off them glasses and put on that cape, and he went to town still.
Right.
And he was showing people why he should be the MVP.
Woof. What are you saying? MVP's wrapped up?
Nah, I won't say MVP's wrapped up
right.
Because there's 3 games left. But I will say that he will be in the front seat though.
Yes,
I agree.
He's got one hand on it right now still.
I think for me, just because of the Ravens record.
But the only reason why I say I still say Saquon's in there
Yeah.
because of their record, but the Ravens is tough. Only because obviously the divisional games are the last 3 games that the Bills play. The Ravens also have 2 of 3 divisional games left as well.
But the Bills divisionals
is easier,
yeah.
But then you got the teams that play against you that don't want you to win. You know, let's try and mess these guys up. You know, them type of teams.
And the Jets could be that.
Yeah. And the Patriots always do a weird.
It's always weird with
you know, they turn up. So that's why I'd say. But we said last week, it's Josh Allen's to lose.
Yes, 100%. I agree with.
That it's Josh Allen's MVP to lose right now. He's been playing at a level that's.
Yeah, because without him, we'll be like 6-6 or like just under 500 or just at 500. So to be 11-3, yeah.
And I think it's a case of similar to last year where Lamar might have the better stats, like Josh Allen better stats than him last year, but then a team wins come into play in terms of where you're ranked in terms of like it. Because if we were to put it like if Joe Burrow was had 10 wins, he'd be the MVP.
Oh, he'll be in the mix, 100%.
I mean? Whereas,
sorry to cut you off on that last year though, because a couple weeks ago when I said one Bills fan started coming on my Twitter aggressively, is that how Bills Matthew or Ditch? But which was actually a fun interaction. I didn't mind it. He was basically saying, Lamar shouldn't have won it last year, blah blah blah. Look at his stats, and I think some people forget last year Lamar was not playing fourth quarter in a lot of games. That's true. Because he was killing teams off. Yeah. And he was beating the top teams last year, like destroying them. Like people forget that. Also, like Josh Allen's had so much rushing touchdowns this year, basically from the 1 yard line, 2 yard line. Yeah, Lamar missed out on those for fun last year and again this year.
Yeah, he's giving them to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry has 15 touchdowns.
Exactly.
And how many of them? Probably 11 of them.
Tush push, all that kind of vibe. But Lamar did the same thing last year.
Yeah.
Because was it Justice Hill and who was the other running back? Dobbins, was he there then?
Dobbins,
yeah, like they were the ones eating from the short touchdowns. Lamar was doing all the work, everything. So like his touchdown numbers weren't great, but everything was just fantastic. And then this year, I think he's been even better. And I think overall he's been better than Josh Allen. It's just the Ravens record. And the record's going to come into play because it's neck and neck. And Allen's been, again, had his cape on the last couple games and stuff. But yeah, like people forget Allen lost last week. They act like he won. Obviously, he put up historic well, he done a historic feat.
But it was almost there last week.
Yeah.
And I think they forget the Bills actually got blown out by the Ravens early in week 4.
That's what people forget. Yeah.
So it's a lot of recency bias when you're talking about the.
But like you say, week 4, in a time when there was no expectations on us, do you know what I mean? So we could get blown out at that time. Yeah, 3-0, but lucky, you know. That was the narrative back then.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say lucky. I say you guys were playing good football. It was against teams that you were expected to beat or teams that weren't in the mix. or now we know they're not in the mix.
I did like right now. Just
we wasn't meant to be in the mix either, though.
No, of course not. But you've got Josh Allen. It's like when you have those top level quarterbacks, you expect to be in the mix. Like, do you think the Bengals expected to be where they are now?
I mean, they should be better than where they are now.
Exactly, because you got one of the elite quarterbacks in the game.
But
Because
if
they
Burrow,
got a 1-2 punch that they're punching, but
yeah, but also if
just
Burrow
been
and Chase weren't playing at the level that they're at, they might be zeroing
That's true.
zero whatever the record.
But the difference between Burrow and Allen is that Burrow has one person he can count on. Allen didn't have that going into this season.
But Allen also has a defense. Like the
Yeah.
Bills turn up when they need to. Their defense.
I feel like
Sometimes
The Bengals have been the worst.
to let in 40 points.
Yeah,
twice in a row.
yeah. This is what people like. As
It's
much
not-
as analysts are putting the Bills at the high,
It's not a good
number
thing,
one
you
team
know.
in the NFL right now, bro. Back-to-back games. That's
42.
86 points
Yeah, it's
in
terrible.
2 games.
It's terrible.
So
And if anyone can stop their offense, which we have seen this year, the better teams defensively, or
Yeah.
just all round defensive teams that are
Bro,
depleted, like the Rams' defense is terrible as well.
Yeah, well, yeah.
but the play actions last week killed us.
Yeah, that's true.
And
And Detroit,
Sunday, play
I
actions
looked,
killed us.
I looked today. They started 29 or 28 or 29 starting players on defense this year. Like the amount of people they're decimated.
Yeah, it's peak for the Lions though.
So like
Yeah,
you have
they've got
put
2
up,
corners injured yesterday as well.
that's the thing. You
Oh,
have put
Monday.
up great numbers the last 2 games. You also lost one of the last 2 games, but we're forgetting the fact that you lost the last 2 games. One of the last 2 games.
Because Josh Allen had a 2-game stretch, which was historic. That's basically what it was.
That's the thing.
Like he's overshadowed last week's loss. It looked like a win for his MVP case.
Yeah,
last week's
100%,
loss.
100%.
So
And the reason why people ain't talking about it enough as a loss is because whoever's below us, that the gap is too big that we could lose.
My only issue with what the media are saying right now is when Joe Burrow is putting up all these numbers and losing, they were still saying he's not playing well enough.
some media
There's
pundit,
members
yeah,
that are saying, he's not playing well enough
which
to,
was ridiculous.
to get over the top, yeah. So some media members are saying that. But when Josh Allen is putting up the same numbers, or not even the same numbers, because he's not putting up these numbers passing wise, it's more 1 yard touchdown.
think
1
he's
yard
like
touchdowns.
8th, 9th, or 10th when I saw passing yards
That's the
alone.
That's the thing. So it's 1 yard touchdowns, or it's a lot of runs.
He's got like 11 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, it's mad.
He does.
Total touchdowns as well. It's mad.
But when he's putting up these sort of numbers in losses, we're going, that's increasing his MVP case. But when Joe Burrow did it, it was, he's not doing enough to win the game. So
I think
we put everyone on different pedestals, but we need to start being equal playing field for the elite of the elite.
I think, for the analysts, the shows that we, obviously American shows that we watch, they've been dying for Josh Allen to be MVP for years.
Oh yeah,
And it looks like it's finally coming to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not even, I don't think no one can ever say it's a jealousy thing or a hating thing. Like, it's been pushed for Josh Allen to be MVP. He was the Madden cover. He never was close to winning an MVP, and he was the Madden cover.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
they're trying to push him as the face. Before he's
like
the face.
they've
You're saying
been
he's had
doing
a lot of favoritism in there.
Yeah, they've been doing the Mahomes versus Josh Allen for years.
It's not really
he hasn't
been a
got. He's got to
rivalry.
one championship. Is it
It
one
really
AFC
hasn't.
championship?
It's not really been a rivalry. if you think
Yeah,
about it.
like
We lose every time.
they were saying
in the real time.
the
yeah.
next Brady Manning. I'm like, bro, it's not a Brady Manning. It's like
really ain't. It
it's
really
basically
is
when Serena Williams and Maria Sharapova, when they used to call that a rivalry. It wasn't a rivalry.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
one bloody
game,
landslide.
one match against.
yeah,
him,
one
like,
final or whatever.
yeah.
Like, bro.
like in 10 years.
But don't get me wrong, Josh Allen, I will not downplay his ability at all. He is insane.
Yeah, he's
like
30 still.
right now, he's like, I'm happy. This is the first time in a I'll say very long time that I'm like, if they say Josh Allen is MVP right now, I will accept it. I've got absolutely no issues with it. Even though he's not leading in all the stats, you understand his importance to the team. Like,
Right.
you really understand it now. And he's not turning the ball.
That's the thing.
He's literally not turning the ball over. So
But I want everyone to do the same thing.
He could have though. He could have against Lions though, but
He didn't though.
but he didn't.
But I want everyone to do the same thing and start doing eye test testing then. If we're doing eye test for one, let's do eye test for all. Because we can see on eye test that certain players' numbers are outdoing what they're actually doing, or certain players are playing better, but the numbers aren't as high. So we should start judging everyone on a level playing field if we're judging everyone that way. I know we never do because, it's not the way of the world.
Nah.
But if we're voting on something, let's be honest and start voting the right way. If it's eye test, it's eye test for all. If it's stats, it's stats for all. Let's not do his stats versus his eye test. No. Let's compare what we want to compare, and do the same thing for all. Because if we sit down and go, and as I said, I'm Josh Allen for MVP this year currently.
Yeah.
If we sit down and say who's had the better season, Lamar or Josh Allen, who are you actually going to say?
I would say Josh Allen's had the better season.
You say he's had the better season playing wise. At the quarterback position, who's been a better quarterback?
I'll say Josh Allen.
So you'd say Josh Allen. Who would you say?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
I've already
same.
said that.
Lamar Jackson.
But I understand
Only-
why Josh Allen's leading the MVP race right now.
Same.
Because I think this season, it's obviously his best season. And where we are, like, is not happening without
But
him.
you see why I find
And the turnovers are a lot less.
there's something you said is his best season.
That
I
don't mean
think
it's everyone's.
that is the issue.
Yeah. It's his best.
Because you can arguably say this is Lamar's best season and he's already won 2 MVPs.
I hear you.
Like, it's Josh Allen's best season. That shouldn't be the ceiling for everyone else.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, Lamar's, I think, got
34 touchdown passes, 3 touchdown runs, and he leads the league. He's second in like yardage to.
Yeah, so in
Burrow.
passing is Lamar 34, Josh 25, Lamar only 3 interceptions, Josh 5, Lamar's 4% better pass completion. Like, he's leading them 200 more yards as well.
Even on rushes, he's got more rushing yards than
Yeah, I think
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's just got, how many Russian TDs has he got now?
he's got 11.
11.
Flipping out, fair play. He's a monster at that.
Yeah.
But and some of them aren't just tush pushes. Like,
Yeah, some of them are from outside, you know,
So,
the
like,
Chiefs especially.
Chiefs, yeah. So, and I think the Lions game was just. I was listening to something today. Josh Allen didn't get sacked.
No, he didn't. His offensive line is really holding up. You guys got a good offensive line. O-line.
No, I just think this is the one where I don't even think it was offensive line as well. He just any kind of pressure.
He gets out of it.
He got out of. He was
First
beating
downs,
tackles
yeah.
like
Yeah.
everything,
does
left,
that,
right, out the pocket.
His
'Cause
ability to extend plays.
I was like,
is
bro,
crazy.
during the game, I was like, keep him in the pocket. Like, because he's got a cannon on the arm. So him and Mahomes are one of the few that can do the diagonal, bad passes and still make it because of their arm strength. And I'm
Throw
like,
back across the body a lot.
like
That works out.
he got out the pocket a couple times. I said, bro, Superman's got his cape on right now. I cannot. And the Lions
Such
fumbled by
cookies
just
still.
letting them get that early lead straight away. The Bills didn't really look back.
No.
So it's credit to them.
On that last point, who's had a better season, Burrow or Josh Allen?
What, from an individual perspective?
From quarterback perspective, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen?
Joe Burrow's got 36 passing touchdowns.
who's had a better season as a quarterback?
Listen, let's move on, man.
No, but you see what I mean? And then this is why I'm saying if we're judging MVP realistically, obviously Josh Allen for what he's done is there. But if you go off who's had a better season,
Yeah, like Lamar and Joe Burrow beat Josh Allen in practically every stat. Passing completion, the passive rate as well. First up, bro. But it's just obviously you can see with Josh Allen this year. That's why again I'm not angry at all.
I'm happy he's
It's
gonna
more
win.
than the stats.
Yeah, I'm happy if he
It's
wins
more
it.
than the stats. So if he wins it, it's deserved because the Ravens' record's not. It's they're 9-5 right now.
Yeah.
And like you said, the Bills are 11-3. So
I'll be content with whoever in the top 3 wins it. You're all deserved winners.
yeah, and because I don't think Saquon, I don't even know how much.
65 yards on the weekend.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
like,
one enough.
pardon, and the record, Eric Dickerson's record is looking even less unlikely now. So it's just
we kind of knew that was going to happen with all the drama
Yeah.
behind the passing game.
and then that one, and
Yeah.
probably just them thinking they can save him for the playoffs.
That's the main thing. Everyone's not coming into this. If there's a year where Josh Allen should win MVP, it's this year because he wasn't coming into the season with any expectations to do anything. But
None.
with the team, whereas all the other massive quarterbacks will come in for, they don't care if Lamar wins MVP, you have to win a Super Bowl. That's what that matters.
And did they really want Lamar winning third one?
No, because that means you've got to play every game, you've got to do all this stuff.
MV3.
Yeah. Like,
That's just setting unprecedented records. Do you know what I mean? So
so, as I said, Josh Allen, please win the award and we'll go from there.
it's got to see postseason as well.
Yeah.
Because again, like they said, 0-3 against Mahomes, 0-1 against Joe Burrow. He's got very good numbers in the postseason. Don't get me wrong, but
No, numbers are good, but
against
listen,
the big boys.
we
Pause.
ain't speaking about postseason yet, man, because that's just another frustrating time for us.
Mate, I think obviously we're gonna move team, but it links in. The 1 seed is kind of still on if Mahomes doesn't play on the
I
weekend.
was gonna ask you about that as well. How are you feeling right now?
If he's slightly hurt, I don't mind him missing the game.
I think you should miss the game still.
Because Saturday and then Wednesday, Christmas Day.
Carson Wentz a good backup though.
Yeah.
Probably the best backup in the league if you're gonna.
Yeah, arguably.
The starter. Could be.
Yeah, no, definitely. So,
1 point nearly MVP.
and I think, obviously, true. If he didn't get injured, he would have won it. Yeah.
You won the Super Bowl from the bench.
Exactly.
What are you saying? Brady got asterisks on that MVP?
There's no way he should have won that. But
Yeah, the injury. But it's just the Chiefs showed last year they can win on the road, but obviously things just don't. I can't even say look the same because last year we didn't look good. It looked worse. The Chiefs are actually 13-1 right now.
Yeah.
As much as people want,
and it looks worse.
as much as people want to chat Nish Nash, they're 13-1 right now.
Very true.
Whether anyone likes it or not. So again, if Mahomes has to rest, maybe even both games, which I don't think he will, because apparently he wanted to come back in this game.
He's that kind of guy, innit? He just wants to get back in the game as quick as possible. It don't matter if he's on one leg or his arm is hurt or his shoulders. He just want to get back in the game.
The only difference why I wouldn't say recommend the rest, but I'll understand it, is he's actually getting hit this time. Whereas in like previous years, our O-line was more stable. Where like last couple of weeks, he's easily been the most sacked quarterback, taking the most hits, all that jazz. Like, bro.
And the game's coming up.
It's just a matter, no matter how shit the Chiefs are, like, or how shit they look on the eye, as long as he's fully healthy, I don't really care.
Who you got left?
We've got 3 tough games. We've got Texans, Steelers, and Broncos.
Yeah, you don't want. He needs to rest because your O-line is not going to save him against.
But then
the Steelers and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, then
TJ was injured.
The rest of the Steelers O-line is good though. But
D-line, yeah.
He might be injured today.
Yeah.
No, I think it's bad.
No, you know them, man. No.
Yeah. What you said there?
Yeah, you know them, man. He might be injured today.
But
NFL's a crazy.
To be fair, it doesn't matter who's in any team's D-line right now. It looks like they'll get through and put pressure on Mahomes. But the flip side is the Chiefs will want the 1 seed, so they get that break going into the playoff.
Yeah.
So it's just a bit of a double whammy. Like, if the Chiefs can somehow win the next 2 games and he rests the final game and then they get the bye week as well, 2 weeks off, which will make it 3 weeks until they play again.
Yeah, but do you not think everyone's going to have to play to the final game this year? As in everyone's looking like they're going to have to play for position in terms of you're going to win their conferences, but...
I think it depends what happens this week.
Or, yeah.
So the Saturday and then
So,
Christmas Day.
just for argument's sake, if the Chiefs were to win their next 2 games, they obviously won't play the final game, the starters. If the Chiefs split the next 2 games, but the Bills split the next 2 games, I don't think the Bills will play Josh Allen the final game because they won't be able to get the 1 seed.
Right. What if?
Do you know what I mean?
What if can the Steelers still get it? Is it possible? Or
the Steelers are 10-5. They can't. They
10
can.
and 4.
10-4. Sorry, yeah. They can.
Crazy.
But everyone has to lose and they have to win all.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is also possible.
Can they get?
They can beat the Chiefs, but they got to beat the Ravens and beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But they got to hope the Chiefs lose to the Texans.
Yeah.
And the Bills.
They've just got to hope the Chiefs lose every game.
Yeah.
And arguably the Bills lose every game.
Yeah. It's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Jets, Patriots, Jets. Something like that.
Patriots, Jets, Patriots, I think.
Yeah. Not likely to happen then. Yeah. If they won the other game, they had more pressure. They could have put pressure on it.
And so it's on the Chiefs, man. But we're starting to get players healthy.
That is true. It's the right time. But if they up to game speed, that's
because apparently Hollywood Brown can play next week, either Saturday or Christmas Day.
Oh, decent.
Because obviously they made the Chiefs schedule 3 games in 10 days, as they do. But hey, we live with that. Champs.
A few teams like that, though, isn't it?
Charles Omine, who's been back the last couple games, he's basically our best edge rusher. So we've needed him because his ACL in the Bills or Ravens game last year in the Ravens championship game, weren't it?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was about to say what? I think what this year ACL.
No.
I was about to look at you
Why?
and be like,
The real injections.
The drugs are fake anyway. I saw Debo tear his hamstring and come back into the game.
Yeah. So
And we all saw that.
yeah, you didn't tear your hamstring, bro. You can't do that.
He did the one. You know the one where they get shot.
yeah.
That's the one he did, and then I saw him running routes. I said, "Yeah, the drugs."
Yeah, they've had. I'm trying to think. I feel like the Chiefs they've got
That's
another.
crazy work.
Exactly.
They might have another key player coming back. I think Jalen Watson may come back. Our cornerback.
If you guys get to the Super Bowl, I know I'm going to see Rasheed Rice.
You
I already
think?
know.
You know, with this one, they still haven't said ACL.
See,
they still haven't said ACL.
If you guys are Super
It's
Bowl,
mad.
I know I'm going to see that man running routes.
They
It's gonna be
still
super
have not
different.
said ACL, bro. So it's nuts. Like, if Hollywood Brown comes, it looks like Mahomes and Worthy, they've got a better connection. D-Hop's helped, obviously, in certain areas. It's literally just the O-line, bruv.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Mahomes is playing more hesitant, playing a bit more smartish. But, bro, it's the hits. Even if you look like you're protecting the team or protecting the ball, the hits will just take a toll on your actual body. And that's just... Yeah, that's QB1 for real, man. But we've seen him play hobbled in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is annual ankle injury, innit?
Yeah, done it against the Jags 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Went to then beat the Bengals in the championship game with a dodgy ankle. Super Bowl against the Eagles with a dodgy ankle.
Mm-hmm.
He just makes the plays when he needs to. So God willing, he's healthy. And like, I'd rather the Chiefs lose when Mahomes is healthy, so it's like no excuse. Right. Tell a lie. I actually wouldn't.
Like, who wants your team to? Like, no one wants their team to lose.
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
No. I'm saying if we were to lose, it'll be rather him be me being the generous guy, healthy than unhealthy. But it's the other way around, bro. The free like this could be the only chance ever.
Freebie is on still.
So it's
Mr. Kelsey don't look like he's coming back, or I don't know what he's gonna do, but he looks disinterested.
I don't know. I just feel like
You just got more obligations now.
no. Disinterested. I just feel like he's older. It's just the age thing, because Travis Kelce's what 35 or so.
Yeah.
He's just older.
Right.
Like, and
do you make that big of a drop off from last year? Even though he wasn't great last year.
But I think some players, when you hit the wall, it just hits you when you're a certain age. Like, and it happens in practically every sport. Sometimes you can't help it. And at the same time, he might just be not pacing himself, but like picking his. He knows it's not as much that he's gonna be able to.
So you think he's just tapering for the?
I think to an extent, yeah. I don't think it's all up to his control, because there's times you've seen the frustration, but at the same time, he knows. I think he's an ultimate pro enough. It's like because of the way he's schemed, etc. Noah Gray's been eating this year. Noah Gray's been our best pass catcher, like for touchdowns and all that jazz. So it's like, bro, Noah Gray makes some Travis Kelce catches, and I'm like, bro, you're learning off the greatest. So
makes sense, you know.
Like, there's a lot more weapons in the armory. It's just whether Mahomes got enough time to get the ball to them. That is it.
Yeah, it's true.
Because we've actually got small pieces here and there. Like, everyone can contribute, and it's been like that since Tyreek left, to be honest. So
Yeah, and NFL's the prime example of each one teach one anyway, especially in different positions. Because when you have veteran tight ends that are world-class tight ends teaching the new ones, and you have like world-star wide receivers teaching new ones, you're gonna have a team here that's just a constant revolving door of talent anyway. It doesn't matter who the new name is; they're gonna come in. It's like a plug and play. They're gonna come in and be great.
You see it with the Steelers, although they draft maniacs at the same time. You see, like,
that's their brand.
But you see, like, they have the veteran receivers, and then the next one up is always good. It's weird, but yeah, for a team that don't really pass the ball well anymore.
Yeah. It's just, some teams, it's just like their DNA.
Yeah,
they'll always get good defensive players. The Ravens were always known to get good defensive players as well. So
it's just the eyes that they have for the game, innit?
Hey, that's where all that stuff kind of comes into play. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to think if there was any other shocks on the weekend. I don't think there were. Well, there wasn't really any shocks. Actually, the Bucks slapping the Chargers.
Inevitable.
The slapping the Chargers don't lose like that. Because they've had one of the best defenses all season.
Isn't Herbert injured?
Well, he's always injured. He's always somewhat injured, isn't he?
He's a warrior. I'll give him that.
Yeah, nursing an ankle injury.
But because there was a point they took a lead, a decently lead, or they just went ahead, and I was like, oh, they're looking all right. And then I think I might have missed like a good 10, 15, or however stint of their game, and I just see the Bucks were up, and I was like, fucking hell, and the Bucks were just going and going.
It's because he threw an interception.
Yes.
Herbert for an
Yes.
interception. Yeah.
And then they punished him, and then Baker goes again and scores the other end.
Yeah.
It's like, because Baker had, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, innit?
You know Baker always going to have an interception.
But Baker, he's been putting up numbers, though. I think he's top 3 or 4 in
Speaking of
passing
another man that
touchdowns.
throws interceptions, what's wrong with Jameis Winston?
I was waiting for that.
What do you mean what's wrong with him? It's his DNA.
No, like, bro, do you not like sometimes look down there and see people and like think, let me just not throw this? But every time it's like, I'm going to throw it there, I'm going to throw it there. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
That's just his energy.
Like, that's the most our defense has eaten all season.
He was throwing the ball to your cornerbacks at some points. I was like, bro, there's no one open. Just throw it out of bounds.
Why do you think you earned the name 30 for 30?
Yeah.
It's a real thing, you know, because I think
he's-
he might be tied right now. It might be like 5 and 5, or like he might be negative actually.
Oh, no,
like,
he's definitely more interceptions than touchdowns right now.
I see.
He threw, 4 in the weekend?
Was it 3 or 4?
I had 3 or 4, but then the last week...
I know Brian Cook, the one where he jumped up like he was in the end zone. McDuffie looking at the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
That's how he said he caught the ball. That's his first interception in 3 years, actually.
Any defensive player that wants to get their bonus quick,
Yeah.
Jameis is going to score. Jameis is up next
Jameis
week.
will help you.
Yeah.
Mate, so...
Jameis will help you.
Hey.
Threw 2 pick sixes against the Broncos.
Yeah, he did actually. He
Yeah.
put up mad numbers, but yeah, you're not wrong. And another quarterback
mad
that's
numbers.
continued their interception, even though they kept it down this weekend and their team finally won, was Kirk Cousins. I don't know what the Falcons are going to do, to be honest.
They are going to start Michael Penix Jr. next year. And Kirk Cousins, this will be the last year as you starting in Atlanta.
Do you think Kirk
He's
should...
on big money though.
Yeah.
50 mil a year. This is for NFL players. They get the owners get a big check at the start of the year. For
I
every
know,
200
but
mil.
like,
It's not.
It's like the Falcons, they made that call in the summer, then boom, it's just 1 year and out, and yeah, it's nuts.
You can get someone for him.
Do you think they should contemplate benching him now, or...
Nah, I wouldn't say now because you know they're in a rhythm. They're in some form of rhythm, and they're still hopefuls to get to the playoffs. So you don't want to switch everything up now. You want to see how it plays out, and then next year you start fresh.
What was the expectations before the season started?
What, for the Falcons?
Yeah.
That they were going to win the division.
What was your expectations?
My
for
expectation.
them?
Well, I liked them in the off season, so I was thinking, they're gonna win the division. 1 playoff win.
Because they got good offensive weapons. So
Yeah.
everyone just thought, they've actually got a quarterback that can throw them the ball now. That was it.
You go
So,
from Desmond Ridder to Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
You expect big difference.
Bearing in mind, they were nearly a 500 team last year or so.
Exactly.
It's like,
But what are they 7-6?
what now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 7-7.
Okay.
And then the Bucks are 8-6, I believe.
Right.
So, and only one team's getting out that division.
Yeah.
They should have got Sam Darnold instead, man.
Yeah, but Sam Darnold, speaking of the Vikings, fits in perfectly with what they're doing over there. And he wasn't even meant to start the game. He wasn't even meant to start himself. JJ McCarthy
was
was
and he got injured.
And now they're looking at things like that's another one. What did the Vikings do?
I think that's, once the season's done, that is a very good conversation to have.
You keep Darnold in there, man.
Because the Vikings right now,
They're what, 11 and
12-2.
12 and 2.
12-2,
So it's 3 teams in the NFC 12-2.
3 teams, but the Vikings could very much get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
They got Detroit last game of the season. They'll win the next 2. Then they got Detroit last game.
Because one of them will get the 1 seed, one of them gets the 5 seed.
Exactly.
If they don't both fumble, the Packers are right behind them. Aye.
So
That is the division, though.
Yeah,
But
it is.
and what do you want if it goes through Minnesota? Look at their wide receiver. Look at their offense. Look at their defense. They're doing
defense, bro, everything.
everything.
Coaching. They're a team, offense and defense, coaching.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go to the Super Bowl. It wouldn't surprise me this year if I see them in the Super Bowl.
Do you know what? Any team can get there now, you know, like there's no team that's pulling away in terms of like playing brilliantly. There's no team that's shutting out the rest of the teams that they're playing. Everything's kind of even in their own little way.
And with so many teams being 12-2 in a conference, all the top teams are real top teams. All the bad teams are real bad teams. I think there's that disparity has been seen this year in terms of if you're very good, you're very good. If you're middle of the pack, you are middle of the pack. If you're just bad,
you're bad.
That's it.
There's a lot of bad teams this season.
Do you get what I mean? I've seen a lot of 3-2 win teams.
There is a lot of bad teams.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Because obviously once the season draws to a close, it's them thinking of where like Shador, Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, where like these guys gonna go. Like
it even depends for Travis Hunter. Like, is he gonna play both sides?
If he's gonna play both sides,
where's the space for him to play both sides? On what team is that going to be?
You go to Jacksonville.
Oh yeah.
To play
in
both
terms
sides,
of
yeah, because it's like a Jalen Ramsey thing. You don't play both sides, but you get what I mean. You're there until someone
picks you up.
Yeah.
But then, do you want to go to that team?
No, but you know,
you don't have a choice when you're getting drafted.
Yeah, you don't,
bro. You think Dion's not gonna help make that call if they know he's going one?
I mean,
and
key
say
word in that is help make. You know,
he's not going to that team.
He might say he's not, but the NFL has more. The NFL teams have more money and more resources.
No, don't get me wrong.
Dion.
Don't get me wrong.
Shador might not be going there, but Shador looking like he's going to the Raiders.
Yeah, don't know.
Or New York.
I don't know if Dion wanted to go to that dust.
Bro, it happened because it happened to Eli Manning.
Yeah,
his dad made the calls that he's going to the Giants, and then Caleb Williams apparently supposedly was it Caleb Williams? I feel like it happened to someone recently.
I know the Bears gave Caleb Williams their playbook during their season, during the college season.
Fair. I feel like it happened to another player recently. It might be Caleb Williams, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. So how many wins? I think I got 12 wins.
Yeah, me and Jacob got 11.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was surprised I won. Now you've said it. Shit. Getting closer. We're going to get the scoreboard next week. Heading into... I did not know I won. I'm actually quite happy with that I won this week. Yes.
Let's move on, man.
Hey, week 16.
Yes.
Couple early games this week, but the Thursday night game is the Broncos at the Chargers, AFC West divisional game.
Man.
At the Chargers. No, I'm going Chargers. You know they're gonna get bounced back.
You think? Broncos are 9-5. Chargers are 8-6.
Yeah. It's good. It's tight. It's a tight game. I'm going Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Denver Broncos. I just trust their defense to continue getting them through these games, even if Bo Nix doesn't play. Wow, like this last week again. Last couple of weeks, in fact, Jaden Daniels has opened up the rookie of the year race. Basically wrapped it up more or less now. And then is it? No, I was thinking Friday. There's 3 Saturday games.
Yeah.
The first one is the Giant. Or there's 2 games at the same time, I think. That's what I'm looking at. No, I'm buzzing. The first one is the Chiefs. The Texans at the Chiefs. Sorry, apologies.
Oh man, depends on who's playing.
You know what? I'm just gonna put the Chiefs in there. Yeah.
It's a dangerous week because I don't know if Pat Mahomes plays this game.
That's the thing.
I think he misses this game.
Yeah, so
because of the fact that they're playing on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Are they at home on Christmas Day?
No, they're in Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go Texans. I believe pick against them twice. Yeah, I'm gonna go Texans.
Unless the Chiefs give him Christmas Day off.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's almost too close to play him though. Sunday to Saturday. Why risk it?
One of them, yeah.
And then Wednesday.
Yeah, I think you play Christmas Day. It's a more prime time-ish game.
And more time to recover properly.
I think.
Also, the Chiefs can still win with Carson Wentz.
Yeah, no, they can. I'm just going Texans because I don't know what Carson Wentz is going to put up, and I know
I'm going to go Chiefs, but I think if I'm not mistaken, the Texans might be still second in quarterback sacks.
Yeah,
because they sacked the hell out of quarterbacks. That was one thing.
It's time for CJ Stroud to liven up before the playoffs.
Boy,
no, I might give it to the Texans actually. Yeah, I'm go Texans.
I'm gonna go Chiefs. Can't bet against my boys, even if Carson Wentz is gonna play. This big game, AFC North, Steelers at the Ravens.
I think Lamar finally gets one over on them.
Ravens should.
This one, I'm going Ravens.
Yeah, I think Lamar finally does.
This one was an easy Ravens pick for me.
Yeah, after watching the
Eagles
against the Eagles, My mind said, don't know about these Steelers anymore.
No, I don't know why. I just felt comfortable picking the Eagles that game, but the Steelers, you know, they'll have these games if they're not fully on it. If you're gonna play against a team that's on par with you or better than you, then yeah, it's peak. The Giants at the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons. Anyone the Giants play.
So that's back to the Sunday games. And then next is the Cardinals at your Panthers, Jacob.
Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going Cardinals too.
Sorry, did you say Falcons previous matchup as well?
Yeah, Falcons.
Yeah, same. I'm going Cardinals as well. The Lions at the Bears.
Lions. As much as they're depleted, I don't even know. The Bears organization
Honestly, I don't know what's happened with the Bears.
Yeah, I've gone Lions too.
I think the Bears have lost 7 in a row now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, now 8.
Or is it 8 now? Yeah.
No, when Sunday comes.
I feel like they were 4-2 though, weren't they? At one
What are
point.
they now?
4-10.
Oh wow, yeah, maybe 8. It might have been 8 in a row because last night. Yeah, they lost last night.
Yeah. I'm sure they were 4-2 instead of 4-3, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, before 4
yeah.
and 3.
Jesus. It might be 4-3, but hey, it's either 7 or 8.
Yeah. Yeah, we've all gone Lions.
I wonder who wins that in the actual fight with a bear or lion. Who you got?
Depends what bear it is.
Fair. Right, let's move on.
The Titans at the Colts.
Oh God, I'm going. No, Will Levis is terrible.
Colts.
But Mason Rudolph is bad as well.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron Rodgers, if you want to go somewhere, go there. Colts.
You can flip a coin.
Colts it is. The Rams at the Jets. The rejuvenated 1-win Jets.
At the Jets.
One win streak Jets, I should say, sorry.
I like the Jets last game, but they were playing against
The Jags.
They're playing against their rivals.
But mate, what a second half for Rodgers and Devontae. Was that 198 yards in the second half, 2
Yeah.
touchdowns?
I'm gonna go Rams, but boy, if the
Yeah, I'm
Jets
going
win,
Rams.
wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
I've gone Rams as well.
My dark horse there on a bit of a roll, so you get me. They gotta keep it up. Divisional game: the Eagles at the Commanders.
Eagles.
Ooh, they're just thinking. His eyes are even closed. You're right.
They
There.
get the ball back. They get
You
the
went
ball
like
back
this
to
straight away.
Saquon. They get the ball back to Saquon.
Yeah, they do. Eagles.
I think that's the thing. I was going to say they don't need to win for the 1 seed. They do. Eagles. The Browns at the Bengals. Another
Bengals,
divisional
man.
game. The Bengals can actually still get that final playoff spot, you know.
They can. It's a 1% chance.
No, because
They will throw it away.
the Dolphins lost, so they've got the same record as Dolphins, and then the Colts, they're all 6-8.
I'll say all of them can get in the playoffs. What kind of-
They're all 6-8 for the final spot, I think.
Yeah, but the
I
Browns
think-
will throw it away.
The Bengals got harder end to it, don't they?
Let me see.
So the Bengals got to play the Steelers again.
These last games are hard, man. Whoever does the scheduling for NFL knows what
I
they're
might
doing.
be wrong.
No, they got the Broncos next, so which is tough. Because that Broncos defense
Yeah.
will be on them. And then they've got the Steelers last game.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's why I'm going Bengals this one. But any losses for any of these teams,
Yeah.
they're done.
So we've all gone Bengals. The Vikings at the Seahawks.
Vikings are a good team, man.
They are.
All-round team.
Yeah.
And the
I'll give
Seahawks-
it to Vikings.
Seahawks surprisingly got a good beating,
They did, but Gino went out.
to my surprise. But even if he was in, I didn't think he was doing much before that. So,
They're a weird team.
and whether he's actually fit for this next game.
Yeah, I don't know.
But either way, I would have gone Vikings anyway.
Yeah.
Vikings clean sweep. The New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills, the best team in the NFL according to people.
I'm going Bills just because, you know.
This guy gassing it, bro.
Who?
Best team in NFL according to people.
Jacob, I'm sure you've heard the same thing. as
Yeah,
me.
people have been saying it this
Thank
week.
You don't stop listening to people.
No, the new US media. You know when they like someone, they get behind them like it's
Dej,
nothing. Like it's.
I'm just letting you know what is being said. But I'm going to Bills as well. Clean sweep. The Jags at the Raiders, 2 of the worst teams in the NFL.
For us to flip a coin.
What the hell kind of game is this? Got Matt
Raiders.
Jones and
I'm actually going Raiders as well. Huh?
Matt Jones and you got unknown.
Who's the Raiders quarterback?
Exactly unknown because it was Aidan McDonald and then he
Well,
got hurt.
he
And
got-
someone else and then it's
Depends who they find over this.
Was it Desmond Ridder? I might be wrong.
Was it? I thought it was. Yeah, it might have been. I don't know, man.
It's actually bugging me that because I remember looking at stats. He threw more than Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders. It was Desmond Ridder actually.
It was Ridder, isn't it?
Yeah, because I remember he came into the game.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders as well. Winner gets Shador Bidooch or Travis Hunter. LOL. I mean, loser does. The 49ers at the Dolphins, both 6-8.
Just when I think like the Dolphins have turned the corner, yeah, they'll just lose.
Yeah, Tua let me down on the weekend because I had the Dolphins to win that game.
At the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah, still
And
no
the
49ers.
49ers are just booky as well, man.
And the 49ers still make the playoffs. 6-8.
I don't think so because the NFC North's got 3 teams.
Oh, okay.
So the Vikings and the Packers they've got the 2 top wildcard spots at the moment.
There's no way in hell they can make the playoffs. They're all above 10
I will
wins.
check the standings, but then the final team, I can't remember what the final team. No, it's the Commanders.
Oh, yeah. No.
And the final, I'm sure it's the Commanders in the
Everyone,
final.
basically 3 teams are coming out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, they are.
Yeah, NFC North because they're all wrapped up. Those ones
Yeah.
have all qualified for the postseason.
Okay.
Those 3 teams. And then because I think if the Commanders win, they wrap up theirs because there's talk of not playing Jaden Daniels the final game because their seeding won't matter and stuff like that. So I think they'll be stuck on the 7th seed or some jazz. So yeah, I've got the Dolphins.
I got the 49ers.
Dolphins.
And then Sunday night game is the Bucks at the Cowboys.
Bucks. Cowboys are done. This is them.
They don't think they're done.
They're done, man. They're done.
I'll give it to Bucks as well.
They're 6-8. I'm going Bucks as well.
I got Mike Evans, 150 yards.
Yeah, cause he's
250 away from
250 from another 1,000 yards. And then the final game is the Saints at the Packers.
Jesus.
Monday night game.
Packers.
Saints nearly did it last game though.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Packers.
Going for 2. Going for the win.
When you're playing for nothing, that's what
Yeah, you would. You ain't got a problem with
Yeah.
that one. So, okay, that is week 16 games, and then yeah, I guess we got to record fairly quick next week because of the first game being Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Unless if we can, do you know what I mean? We'll see when there's a will, when there's a way.
Yeah, it's true actually. Yeah, we will have to record early. It's alright though.
Who knows? It can be done. Christmas Day. Christmas Day.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
It'll have to be because the Monday night game's on the 23rd.
What day is Christmas?
Wednesday.
Unless everyone's off, so we can record straight after the games. That they do at night.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm actually not as well. What am I talking about?
When's your last day?
Christmas Eve, bro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
To the wire.
Yeah.
Wow.
StreamYard.
Yeah. 1,000%.
No, if it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah. I'm just.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll discuss that. But I'll
Christmas
grab
Eve
it.
plans, babe.
These are logistics that we go through, guys. So, welcome to the party. But yeah, as the lads say,
So you tell your friend to tell your friend, get me.
and Jacob,
Like and subscribe.
get me. Thank you for listening, our lovely supporters, and you will be enjoying the next couple of weeks. You should be enjoying anyway, but continue enjoying and reach us, shout us, anything. Get me. Joe signing out.
They're signing out.
Jacob signing out.
Peace.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, sir.